Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Please come in and join us. We getting ready for our awesome one tonight, man. We got the great Cecily Wilborn with us. Yeah. Check. Yeah, man, we getting ready to ride tonight, man, on a lovely one tonight. So please share the page. I am a strong and sexy DJ Low. We will be riding a little bit tonight with the great Cecily Wilborn. Yeah. So, check one. Yeah, man. She is one of our new up-and-coming Southern Soul female artists, man. She got some great hits, man. Living for the Weekend is the top right now. She's doing it. I Need Blues, that country girl. She got hits on and on and on, man. It's been a great pleasure. I've been trying to get this one off the ground for a couple of weeks. Get Loose is one as well, y'all. Please look her up. She's the multi-talented Miss Cecily Wilborn. Thank you so much. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, everybody. How y'all? Hey.
Yeah, you know, copyrighted French Queen. I got to play the intros like that. How you doing tonight?
I was over here jamming. I'm excited. Thanks for having me, Lo.
Hey, thank you for coming, man. Thank you for coming. I know you're an Arkansas girl.
Yes, sir. Born and bred.
Born and bred. So I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. We'll start right there.
Just a little country girl from Arkansas. I'm blessed that I grew up in music. So this is not unfamiliar territory. Southern Soul. I'm new to Southern Soul. I'm about maybe 3 years in. But man, my dad's a pastor. I come from Marion, Arkansas, country sticks.
Okay.
My husband right up the road, Phillips County down there in Barton. So we started out in quartet, like most of us do in Southern Soul.
Right.
I switched over, started doing the cover shows, started doing cover bands and stuff because I was in college. I went to school, Full Sail. Shout out to Full Sail University. I got my bachelor's degree because I wanted to be a music producer. I'm a writer. I write all my music.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just wanted to take full control of my own journey. You know what I mean? I want to push my own buttons. I want to be able to say that I took that road that the greats took, you know? I wanted to be that. So I had to walk their walk. So I was blessed. I was in school and I really thought my life was falling apart because I had lost my job during COVID. So I didn't have my 9-to-5 to lean on. And my husband, shout out to J. Will Entertainment. My husband told me, like, if you got a dream and you going hard for your dream, like, I'll support you. So don't worry about no bills. Don't worry about that. Like, I can handle it. Just finish school, right? And it sounded simple to him, but to me, that was kind of hard because how do you solely depend on somebody? You know, can you really, even the people that you lay next to sometimes, you don't know if you can trust your entire dream and your family, your children for just one person to handle that. And
Right.
I can honestly say, not only did he handle it, y'all, but we ended up with a hit song because apparently y'all love y'all a Southern man. So
Yeah, man. Yeah. I
man,
know.
I did that. I did that with the full intention of just loving on my man,
That's what's
and
up.
it put us in a great position. So now here we are, 3 years, 26 million streams, and a whole record deal label.
Right,
Here we
exactly.
are.
Right, exactly. You are. I got to do my homework. So
Uh oh. Uh
you was
oh.
working at AT&T at the time of the firing, or you was working somewhere else?
I was working at a place called LHC. Shout out to Elite Home Health. Those
Okay.
are some of the most beautiful women. It was a building full of nurses. We did home health care. And what happened was, you know, when COVID hit, the first thing everybody did was went home. We sheltered in place, like nobody was in the streets. So you don't want a random person, nurse or not, coming in your home if you don't know what kind of germs they bring in. You don't know what kind of germs they bring you from another patient. It was just a lot of unknown.
Right.
So when the patient started refusing to have services, the company took a hit. I was the last person to get hired, so I was the first person to get fired. And
Yeah.
it was no bad blood. That's why I said shout out to the team because sitting in that office listening to her almost in tears, having to tell me that I tried my best to save your job. You
Right.
know, that was a hard thing. And I wasn't the only person in the country to have to go through that. So
Right.
I didn't take it offensively. I still love it. They support my music. They be in the office playing all my music and stuff. Like when they can, they come to concerts when I headlined here at the casino here in our town. So at this point, I think the main thing that I've been focusing on is not the bad things that they fell out of place, but God knew I wouldn't move unless He made me uncomfortable. So
Right.
that's how I've taken the entire journey so far. So
Yeah.
far, that's how I've been taking it to stay so positive. Yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
yeah.
You're an amazing writer. And
Man, thank you. I appreciate that. You done heard a lot, so thank you.
yeah, well, the thing is, when I was going doing my homework, and I of course I got to listen to music that I wasn't playing or not playing on this side. I like dog shit because I caught one of your interviews. You say you write from feelings and experiences and stuff like that. So
Yes, sir. Yes,
you from a musical family. Your
yes,
dad a
sir.
pastor. Your dad a quartet singer as
Yes,
well.
sir.
I
Yes,
did
sir.
put in for work now. I put in for
Shout out
work.
to the Eternal Life Singers. Just had a Juneteenth service last Sunday. I just went down there.
Yeah. So two questions. Do dad support the blues? Or dad just want you, the family just glad you living the dream?
That is so funny you asked that question. Shout out to all my uncles with the Eternal Life Singers. They're all pastors. The lead guitar player is a pastor. My uncle is my dad's twin brother is a pastor. My dad's best friend that I call uncle is a pastor. Like the whole group pretty much are pastors for the most part. Um, when I decided I was already writing for them and I had my own quartet group before. When I decided to come and start doing R&B, they didn't blink. Um, they're writers. They're also music lovers. Like they were always open to me trying different genres, not even just R&B, country music. They love my country sound. Um, the jazz in me. Some of them love jazz. And so some of my influences from different genres come from some of them. My uncle is a great writer. So my dad writes his own music as well. But my uncle is who writes a lot of material for the quartet group. So all of my uncles are writers. I get to dibble dabble in a lot of their stories. They'll give me things to write about, and it kind of stretches my limits a little bit. So I really feel like a lot of people that didn't support me at first because my people were from the church. My daddy stood in church. I'll never forget this, y'all. When I first came out with I Guess I'll Drown, my daddy had to stand in church and he stood 10 toes on y'all don't treat Beyonce like this. If Aretha Franklin walked in here and was willing to pay tithes, y'all wouldn't treat her that way.
Right.
He said,
Right.
so if you're not gonna do it to one celebrity that you praise, Don't be a hypocrite and do it to my baby because she wants to follow in their footsteps. He said her gift is supposed to make room for her. And as long as she's walking in the light of God and he shines enough grace on it that to be see her be successful, God ain't gonna bless no mess. So if he blessing it, you need to get out the way. That was pretty much what he said in a nutshell.
Yeah, kudos to daddy, y'all.
And when I
Kudos.
say when I say foot been on the gas ever since, because daddy signed off on it. So at this point, who else I'm supposed to be worried about?
If daddy signed off on it, you good. You
Yeah, as
good.
long as my butt ain't hanging out and I ain't around here cussing and doing the most.
Right.
Hey, my Pops is even on the album, y'all. So check out In the Country, the remix. Like my dad
Right.
got a reprise on the album. Shout out to my daddy.
You did write some hits for your dad and them, the Christian
Thank
group.
you. I did.
And man, I found out you was kind of young when you wrote those hits.
Yes,
So
sir.
like you writing hits so young, you already knew about the ASCAP and promote paperwork right and what's supposed to be right and wrong and all that good stuff, or you had somebody to walk you through kind of early.
That's it. I had somebody walk me through it early. That's what it
Yeah.
was. And I remember if you guys go look up you on YouTube, there's a video. It's not on my page. I have an uncle who passed away that used to be a member of the group. His name is Greg Franks. And he had a gospel album out, and I was about 13. And I did my first studio session at the age of 13. And y'all, I ain't gonna lie, it was hell. Like literal, like the devil. It was hell, y'all. I'm in there crying. I don't want to do this no more. I want to go home. But my uncle was pushing me, and my dad was telling him not to push me so hard. But he said something so important. He was like, "If this is what you say you want to do, this is what it takes. You can't. This isn't live. This isn't like you're in church." He was like, "This is your opportunity to get it right. Whatever you want to do in your mind, this is your playground." So if you can't get it right in the studio, don't expect to ever get it right on stage. Like he drilled that into me at an early age. God bless his soul. That night we did a song called His Eyes on the Sparrow. Everybody knows from the black church, His Eyes on the Sparrow, but he did like a little quartet version of it. Y'all look it up. It's on YouTube. I was 13. You can hear the baby in my voice. Like it was crazy.
Right. Wow.
But that man, along with some of my other uncles, they stayed on me about making sure my paperwork was right.
Good.
And it wasn't so much of them, I guess, saying that somebody would do something to me. It was just so that can't nobody do it to you from the jump. Go on and have your stuff in order, you know. So yeah, I was taught by some OGs. I love them, and to this day, whatever they call me and ask me to do for that reason, I don't even question what they ask me to do. Like I'm gonna always support my OGs, Southern Soul and Quartet, because a lot of the mistakes I haven't made is because I listened to the OGs, you know.
Exactly. Now we're gonna get on family for a minute.
Oh,
I
okay.
definitely want you to shout out Jay. But
Man, come on. I call him Big Daddy.
Yeah, you and Jay, 4 babies.
4 babies.
16, 15, 13, and 6.
That is crazy.
So, my thing is, they always tell us behind every strong man is a stronger woman. In your case, you're the front head now, so I definitely want you to.
That's what they think. That's what they think.
I'm to get that right, but I know being an artist, it comes with a lot of. He got to kind of make sure the kids good. I got to drop somebody off before we leave.
That's it. He carries the
load. Don't let her worry about that. I got this. Don't worry about that.
So he carries the load. He does.
Introduce your fans to the babies. The one that's 6, you said she'll whoop a snapper. So
listen, she is me and Jay put all in one. You hear me?
But then you can go into talking about Jay. But man.
Journey, we call her Journey Bernie. Journey is Justin, that's Jay's twin.
Okay.
She got my color, but she is all her daddy. She's very intellectual, very stern though. You ain't gonna get over on her. So she definitely get that from her daddy. My next one is my baby boy. That's Javon. Javon is my athlete. Honestly, Javon was so like anime and quirky and geeky with the tech stuff that I did not see the athletic side of him coming out until like it was out. And he went from being all I do is cry on the court to, man, that boy almost looked like he belonged to LeBron James or somebody. Whose kid is that? So I don't know. Overnight, he just flip flopped on me. So he's winning awards. He's got people, scouts and stuff looking at him. He's a great kid, and so does my oldest son. He plays ball in my hometown. So what we did was we have a different living situation because we're on the road so much. We do have a great, amazing support system. So my oldest daughter and my oldest son, they are now getting their first jobs and they're starting to look for colleges. This is also exciting. And I don't want the fact that we're away so much to stop what they have going on. So shout out to Marianna, Arkansas. Shout out to West Memphis, Arkansas. I have a real village and I come from old school community. So we are great parents, but we have a great community that helps us parent those children as well. So I don't just I claim my 4 babies, but when I am in town, other people's kids is always at my house. My kids is always at somebody else's house. We literally live in a community. So I thank God for where I come from. I thank God that I'm able to sustain what I have, where I come from. Because a lot of people feel like when they get blessed, they gotta move. You know what I'm saying? But my babies are safe if I don't move. They're
Right.
better off in the community that we built. So I thank God for my babies. They are the reason why I push so hard. Like I can't tell you how many times this got so hard that I just kept saying the stage ain't worth it. Like just to say I can sing ain't worth it. But then when I look at what I'm giving up property wise up the road for my children, this is like real estate. Intellectual property is just as important as real estate. Your ideas, I have found out, are gold. Sometimes it ain't even about the finished product, it's about the model that you create. You know what I'm saying? So if I figure out how I can just create this model of success to them in their mind, they can take this same level of success and apply it in whatever industry they go to, whether it be sports, whether it be medicine, whether it be the fine arts and they stay in fine arts like their mom, or they go into business like my husband. My husband started a company just so that we could control our own resources. So we shoot our videos. Like up until we just shot, signed with Blackground, J Will Entertainment, Ace Entertainment, we've been doing everything. So we just signed to a major label, thank the Lord. But I'm blessed. He loved my husband. He
Yeah.
loved my husband just like everybody else does. So he didn't come in and take control from us.
Right.
Shout out to Black Ground 2.0. That is a legacy within itself. That's Mr. Barry Hankerson. He's Aaliyah's uncle. He's the one that signed Missy Elliott and Timberland and all these other great people. Genuine. He's worked with Tank, Michael Jackson. So to be assigned to a legacy like that and still have their trust to say, oh, we know you can control the creative part. You can
Right.
handle it. Just let
Right.
us know what you need from us. That's
Yeah.
a weight, but I mean, look at how I'm set up. I got a husband that supports me. My
Yeah.
children understand what's going on. My parents holding me down. My sister is like the world's best go-to on everything. So like I've got the perfect reason to win.
That's
Perfect
right.
reason to win. The family that I have, God knew exactly how he was handcrafting that for me. So shout out to my entire family, kids and all.
Yeah.
Everybody has a job.
Of course, you need a village, man. People don't understand
You can't do it alone.
what we go through in this business, but when we hit them stages, all that got to go to the back burner, got to get to the
That's
Lord
right.
and keep riding. So that's for
That's
sure.
right. That's right. That
Tell me
village
a
makes a
little,
difference.
yeah. Tell me a little bit how you bumped into P2K, and P2K is one of my closest buddies.
We
Uh,
got a record together too.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, you got to
I
listen to it. Oh,
see
low.
you the email. I got to definitely send you the email after the show over,
I
and
got you.
I'm gonna spin off on that because I want to know a little bit more about this banana bread thing you and Jeter got going on.
Oh God, no!
I do my homework now. I do my homework,
It's a
but
butter roll. You gotta get you a butter roll.
butter roll, man. I'm like, what the hell she talking about? I'm in Mobile.
It's kind of like a cinnamon roll and a bread pudding kind of mixed together. It's hard to explain, but it's fire. I'm telling you, you eat it once, you'll never not want it again ever.
How did you and P2K first? How did you and him get the merge? Because I know when I first met P2, everywhere I was, P2 showing up. Every show I'm
Man,
in, P2 showing up. So it's just one day I was like, yo, bro, you at everything. And I'm talking about if he working or not, he was there. This in the beginning, this
that's
back
him.
in the day. So
That's
how
him.
did you and him kind of bump into each other, and you and him and Jay kind of just got tight and kept rolling?
Man, we've been knowing each other so long. I don't exactly remember how we met, But the first instance where I knew P2K was my kind of person, like he could be family. We had Thanksgiving dinner at our house, and my mom always hosts. I got a big family. We always host Thanksgiving at my mom's house for the most part now. And he was in Memphis and they didn't have nowhere to go for Thanksgiving. So him and his whole team, Red Top was with him. Like they came and you can go look at it. The videos and stuff are still up. We're in the living room dancing, y'all. It's hot as I don't know what. It's hot as fish grease in the house. We're in the house line dancing, doing content and stuff. Like they ate so much, y'all, that seriously before he left, he had to take like 2 naps. It was crazy. Like it was so much like family.
Yeah,
When he passed the code of my entire family, I was like, yeah.
he
P good
good.
people.
Right,
But to go even further than the personal side, on a business side, P was the person that was like, yeah, try this. Don't fool with that. Don't do it. Don't go over there fool with this person. If you fool with this person, make sure your business straight. Let me see your contract. No, you need to put this in your contract. Let me show you my contract. Who is going to offer and say, let me show you my contract so you can fix your contract the right way? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of
right,
person I found in P2K. That's the kind of brother I found in P2K. So and he still since day one, that man ain't changed. He always
right,
been that same hustler. He like, hey, I can't get mad if somebody else's videos is going viral, but I'm not posting videos. So I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna post my videos. I'm gonna
right.
make sure I attach my music here. I'm gonna do this. Like that man got the game down like to a science. So he's one of the ones that I meant when I say I learned a lot from some people. He's
Right,
definitely one of the ones. Yeah.
right, right. That's I did a cruise this may have been 2018, and I had never worked with Jeter at that time. And
That's that's another workhorse.
that's what I'm saying. All the big wigs was in the building. And I'm a DJ. So little pockets in the music, we can feel like that we can do our thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would ask everybody, and they was like, "No, don't do nothing to me. Just let my thing run." Gino was in the corner, doing the stretching. I said, "Yo, man, I'm DJ Low, blah blah blah." I said, "I follow the music." I said, "If you don't mind, it's some room in there where I can kind of feel like I can take the music to another level." He was,
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey, Bubba, let's do it. But look here, don't fuck up my music, Bubba." I said, "I got you." And but look here, when I tell you we rocked that thing that night,
Man, but that's G. I shout out to G to Jones.
that's
King of
my
trail,
nigga.
right?
High
Like
Meat Country Kane.
that man,
He a good dude now. He'll give you the
I
shirt off.
can't I can't even just call him a good dude. That's honest to God, one of the kind heartedest dudes. Um G done been in some mud with me and he didn't abandon me in the mud just because he had the power to get himself out.
That's
He
what's
came
up.
back and got me too.
That's what's up.
Um, that's a real man. Like my husband shields me from some real shaky men in this industry, the ones that will tell you one thing
And do
and do
another.
exactly the opposite.
Yeah.
Those people have a lot to say about the way we do business, and I got a reputation of not bending over too fast or not giving in too fast. That's because I got a strong man behind me though. But when you see me latching on to certain men, that's because my husband feels so comfortable that even when he is not around, he knows that those men will protect me the way he would protect me. Jeter Jones is definitely one of those guys.
Yeah.
Opportunities, shows that I've gotten that people never heard of my name or my sound. I got calls because of him. My
Right.
connection with Sir Charles came from a lot of different ways, but he solidified a lot of what I had going on because of his relationship with the king,
Right.
with Charles, you know. So
Kane.
I
Yo.
always give honor to that man specifically for sure, because there are a lot of guys, King George. I mean, I don't want to start naming names, but there are a lot of guys that stand up for me in the industry. Not necessarily like stuff be wrong, but it's just like just to make sure, hey, you good, sis, like you good. People don't have to do that. So when you
Right.
find people that'll stand up for you, even when you're not in the room, them the people that's your people. So Jeter's definitely one of my people. Shout out to Jeter. And then my mama cooked him a butter roll. I don't know what she put in the butter roll, but we ain't been able to get rid of G since.
He love to eat now.
Man, listen, came down, did a weekend at the Wilborn show. I got a video, I got a picture right now. That man put 4 church chairs together and
Yeah.
stretched out. in the middle of a room. I said, Lord have mercy.
That's Gina, baby. And kick
I
the
said,
boot
gee, you
off
could have. I got family up the road, man. We could have got you a bed. You could have just brought us.
That's my boy. I love him to death. Ride, Gina, ride. Uh, we gonna talk a little bit about everything, but I want to get a little close to you. I want you to talk a little bit about your brother CJ. I want to get a
Oh,
little bit of understanding about him. I know
yes.
he's near dear to your heart. Kind of elaborate on your brother for me for a minute.
Okay. My brother, Cecil Coleman Jr. My brother was the reason I honestly decided to dive into being more of a musician than just a singer. He was a self-taught musician. It's like he woke up one day and he said, Daddy, I want to play behind you when you preach. And my dad was like, how? But we didn't know this, but he had a keyboard, like a little battery power keyboard that somebody from the church had gave him. And he had been learning how to play like devotional songs and play like when preachers hoop, he was learning how to play the little chords and stuff behind him. And it was like when he learned one thing, the drums, he was already on drums. He learned keys and taught himself keys. He went from that to the bass guitar. He went from there to the lead guitar. Like he eventually mastered so many instruments by himself. My first my first talent show, I cried so many nights because my parents was letting this boy abuse me in the living room, rehearsing me like he was Joe Jackson. And I'm like, I'm just in the 10th grade, bro. It's just a talent
Yeah,
show, you
man.
know?
Yeah.
Boy, he turned into Joe Jackson on me bad, y'all, but I won. I did win. I moved
I
on to the state fair.
I
But it
did.
was I played and sang. And to this day I still know the chord. I'm not no big player, but I still remember how to play that particular song. He traumatized it into me.
Right.
um I've written songs specifically for my brother. I can't wait for you guys to hear him. CJ was diagnosed. He was an athlete. He was actually he was ordained to be a minister early. He was a teenager when he became a minister under my dad's ministry at the church, and he was an athlete. Like the boy he was a starting athlete in football, basketball, and track. Like he was that guy all the way around. Nobody disliked my brother. Everybody thought he was the guy that would wear suits to school for some reason. Like I never got why he did that. But I figured it out the older I got because it's like all his girlfriends were always like 5 years older than him. So I was like, oh, that's why he dressed older because okay.
Yeah. He was pulling them little early.
Yeah, I had to get the songs, but I was a little older, you know. So he took a hit one time in high school when he was playing football, and we assumed that the hit was what was causing the pain he was having on his left side. Well, it took us about year and a half to find out that he was actually diagnosed with something called multiple sclerosis. MS at the time was a very new illness. They didn't really have any cures for it. They didn't have any reason for it, but they did know it was prevalent in adult black men 40 and up. Well, my brother was only 18. They couldn't figure it out. He went down pretty fast. But it slowed down to the point that we got him on physical therapy. I became his caregiver. I was with him every day. I was cooking him breakfast, making sure he did his physical therapy. Like I was with him 24/7 for the most part. I went through my divorce and I had to go back to my hometown and I couldn't take care of him on a daily basis anymore. So at that point, he started to decline a lot more. And it wasn't because I left, but it was just the timing of it. So while I was gone, we ended up having to admit him into a facility. Um, they told my baby that he shouldn't live to see 21. CJ said, to heck with all y'all. Like, CJ got past 35. Like, he was
Right.
like, I'm gonna go when me and God decide to go. That's when we decide I'm gonna go.
Right.
So believe it or not, he held on, y'all. My baby was born in 86 and he held on until 2024. He
Wow.
passed away August 6th, 2024.
Wow.
And that was the rock of a lot of us because that was my mom and dad's only son. They've got three children. He was the only son. And he
Okay.
was my daddy's namesake. He was Cecil Jr. He was between my sister and I, so he was the mediator between the two girls. Like he
Right.
had a lot of roles. He had a lot of roles in the house and in the family. When he passed away, not gonna lie, my family, we were expecting because he was sick, he was on hospice. We were waiting for the days, like we were kind of sitting on pins and needles. But the way he slipped away kind of shook me. I'm not gonna tell you no tale. It shook me bad. But I put out an album I put out an album in memory of my brother.
That's
Came out.
what.
It's called Country Girl Playlist, and I've
Oh,
got music on there for days. That's just our kind of vibe. If my daddy's on the end of the album. I put a song on there called Red Cup Blues. I wrote that for my Uncle Brady. There was just if I had my brother sitting in the production seat with me, I felt like he would have been proud. So
oh
if you
yeah.
guys are listening, please go and stream Country Girl Playlist. That was definitely dedicated to my brother. We dropped that album like 3 days
Oh
after
yeah.
he passed away. Like I was wanting him to hear the album so bad, and I'm sure he did. I'm sure he knows, but I
Every,
definitely wanted the opportunity for him to hear it.
at that stage, he know. Every
Yeah.
at that stage, he know. Trust me.
Yeah, I take him with me everywhere I go.
Exactly. He know what's going on. Trust me.
Yes, sir.
I definitely believe that. But as I'm doing my research, and I kind of bumped into a couple of things about CJ. I was like, I'm gonna ask her about that because you like slap up whenever that time come for you to talk about him. Now,
Hey, that's what I try to throw him in there as much as I can because he was a very big influence in what I
right,
do today. Very
right.
big influence.
That's good. I always keep them close.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
um, I like the get the artist songs that really didn't blow up, but them songs mean so much.
Lord, what you done went and did?
Listen now, the one Lacey got, and I tell everybody to please take a listen to the song, but it's called "Walk in My Shoes." She got a mean one, and uh, I would ask her to sing it every time I work with her, but
Um,
after her manager kind of told me the movement behind the record, I kind of leave her alone. But she know that's my favorite record. So, do you have any kind of feelings, deep feelings in Silent Cry?
Oh,
Uh,
Silent Cry. Yeah, Silent Cry I wrote. Believe it or not, I wrote that song without music. And I had to send it to a few producers to really get that song. So shout out to Di Eccles out of Jonesboro, Arkansas. Shout out to my guy in Arkansas. I sent him a video, I mean not a video, but like a voice note on my phone. And he created a track and then I went to Jonesboro and recorded it with him. Um, Silent Cry came from a different place because I was still channeling a lot of feelings from my divorce. I was still healing from my divorce. And up until now, I can say this now because me and my husband have gone through some therapy sessions and stuff about it. Because we do like couples therapy. We did couples therapy before we got married. And that stuff brings out a lot that you thought you were getting rid of and you was harboring and didn't know you was harboring. So as I'm going through a lot of the healing process of the divorce, I'm still in a relationship with my husband, but I had to channel a lot just to get that off of me. And I figured out that my pen was going to be my saving grace. So the things that I wasn't comfortable with talking to my husband about, because you don't want to talk about your old man to your new man, like that's definitely a turn off.
yeah, yeah,
Who
that
does
don't.
that?
Yeah, I got
So
that.
I didn't want to talk to him, but at the time, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I had moved and all of my friends were in my home in my old town. Who was I gonna talk to other than him? Because he at the time was my best friend, still is. So I just had to find another outlet. I had to find a way to release the feelings without it becoming messy and me making somebody else feel some type of way because I felt some type of way. I had to figure out how to get my own crap together. So my pen helped me do that. Silent Cry was that song for me. You
That's
ain't
what's.
gotta say you ain't gotta say it. My silent cries is wasted.
Yeah, yeah, that Silent Cry monster, man. I was
I'm
like,
telling you. But when you get somebody in a place where they holding it in, but they even with their face smiling. You ever seen somebody smile and cry at the same time, love?
oh yeah,
That's
I,
some hurt,
I
man.
had to do that. Yeah, yeah.
That's some
But
hurt, man.
I think and I think the female artists in Southern Soul, because y'all can let out a little more than the male artists can. But hell, we go
I
through
hate
it.
that too. I do
I,
know what you mean, but I hate that.
yeah, I mean, we go through it too, but I don't know
Yeah,
how I would interject in the music, how y'all can make it interject. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
I feel
Now,
like places like what me and Anthony Q do. That's the perfect place for men like that to come in and say their perspective. Let us open the door for y'all, but we still want to hear from y'all because as much as y'all are protectors and as much as y'all have the weight of the world on y'all shoulders, who listens to y'all so y'all can get it off. Like that's what Southern Man was even about. Like how many times do we actually get to say that men in the South, we talking good about them in blues music? We'll talk good about them in church music. We'll talk good about them in country music. But when it comes to blues, it's always about my man cheated on me. My man got another house on the other side of town.
Yeah,
Papa was a Rolling Stone. Like
yeah,
we definitely always have that stigma on black men that they have multiple households and they don't father their children. Like they have kids, but they don't father their children.
right,
Even children that don't belong to them. There are black fathers out here. There are
right.
southern men out here that are taking on responsibilities that aren't even theirs. So can we at least give them some support? And if they need to vent, give them one song, ladies. Just one song. Like you ain't got to give them an album, but let them cry one time, okay?
Yeah, yeah. It's hard to do, baby. I swear.
I know. I get it. Well, once again, my brother was my best friend.
Yeah,
So a lot of the female guy talk that I guess you would have with your best friend that you meet at school. I was having them conversations with my brother because if I liked the boy, I went to my brother and talked to him about it. Like, how do you know this dude? Like, what you think? Like, how do I approach him? I was okay being very transparent and asking my brother how to communicate effectively with boys if I just wanted to be a friend or if I liked them and wanted to pursue them. So I just feel like men deserve some type of, I guess, liberty to feel some type of way.
exactly.
Y'all deserve it because y'all carry a lot. Like we carry a lot as black women. We do. But y'all carry y'all own weight in a whole different way. So I hope that we eventually get rid of that stigma so y'all are a little more comfortable. That's all.
Well, I appreciate the song. I ain't lying. I do.
Ah, I got you.
I ain't lying. I do. I appreciate the song. So, your vibe, your vibe is a little bit different from the average Southern Soul superstar. I'm gonna say superstar. I ain't gonna say across the board. Your
I
vibe,
appreciate it.
your vibe is, and I kind of did back research, but you remind me, and I don't want to call you no man. Please don't take this the wrong way,
Oh
but
no, you're good.
you know, your how you deliver on these songs will put you in the mind of an Al Green type of artist. You understand what I'm saying? When you kind of black, you right on that pocket. So what artists? It can be blues, R&B, it can be gospel artists, but what artists Cecily sit down and go through that playlist and be like, I feel today I want to cook some collard greens. Let me hear some Isley Brothers. Let me hear some Westlove. Let me hear some Tucker. Let me hear some Al Green.
So
You see what I'm saying?
I'll be
So
honest. Okay, so it depends on whether I'm cooking indoors or outdoors. So I got two playlists. I got two
okay,
playlists.
okay.
My first playlist is the playlist that I either play outside when my husband grilling, if we on our bikes, or if I'm in the gym. I use the same playlist for that. That playlist got everybody from Sharmika Jaquel, Frank Johnson, Westlove, Mike Clark Jr., King George, Jeter Jones, Jay Morris. Screw, like when I say I could go on this playlist, y'all, is about an hour and a half long. Breeze, Mr. Do Too Much. Man, there's so many people on there. Cupid is on there like four times.
Yeah, Cupid bad boy.
Um, but when I'm indoors, I got a lot of stuff. Like when I'm cooking indoors and I'm doing like slow cooking, or if I'm making stuff, baking stuff like that, I'm gonna have the older stuff like the Betty Wright, my Johnny Taylor, Marvin Cease, my Al Green, my
I knew you.
man.
I figured you was an Al listener.
I'm a huge. I actually wanted to try to get him on Red Cup Blues, but I do understand he's got a little older now, so he don't do his like features and stuff like he used to. But if
Right.
I could have got that man's voice on Red Cup Blues, man, I really wanted to try to make that happen because I have watched interviews on Al Green. Like for Thanksgiving, I had people. The one TV was on the football game. I was in a whole other room watching the documentary, eating Thanksgiving dinner. Like I stand people so bad. James Brown, oh my God, Tina Turner,
Yeah.
Tina, all the way down to some of my movements. If y'all watch the way I move on stage, I studied Tina Turner as a child so bad. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I want to be that lady. That's why my legs look so good.
You're an Arkansas girl, straight up. if I ain't mistaken, I think Karen Wolf, Arkansas girl too. She don't live
Yes, believe it,
right.
you know that's my aunt.
Seriously, what you say?
No joke. If you talk to her, she calls me her. That's my actual aunt. So
Yeah,
she
Karen.
used to do quartet back in the day, and my
Right,
sister and I grew up
right,
mimicking one of the groups that she used to sing with.
right. Wow.
So shout out to Karen Wolf, Sheba Potts Wright, Miss Jody.
Right,
Oh man, I call all them ladies TT. Miss Ann, Miss Queen Anne, Miss oh my God, Nelly Tiger Travis.
right.
Like
Exactly.
when I tell y'all these ladies took me in and like they real deal nieced me. I
Yeah.
love every last female in Southern Soul that like set these bars real high. I love them.
I like the one you did with West Love. That was,
Thank you, thank you,
uh,
thank you.
is it anybody on the radar that you would like to feature with now, male or female? And if you cause I know we got two or three upcoming artists in the city, and they like you they artists. So who at this moment would you like to sit down, put pen to paper with on a feature?
Oh man, that's crazy. I got so many features already that are so great. And I just got one with George. I used to say George, King George, but
Right.
we have one now. And Side by Side is out. So I can't say that anymore. Uh, and all like, oh my God, me and Karen are already working with one.
That's good.
Me and Sheba Potts right just dropped one.
That's good.
Uh, Me and Jeter Jones already got one. Me and Sir Charles already got one. Like when
Yeah.
I
Oh,
say y'all, I
Chuck
got.
Charles got mean now.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like when I tell y'all, the OG's been taking care of me, y'all. Like, oh my God.
Oh,
The only person that I know I ain't got one with that's an OG that I gotta figure that out is TK.
yeah.
Like that's he the only one I haven't. But TK is like another pinnacle. Like that's like trying to do Pinnacle Mountain in Arkansas. Like you got to work towards getting to certain places. I worked my butt off to get that Sir Charles record.
Right.
Um, I like I don't mind putting in work and waiting and being patient because that's where the reward comes when you
Right.
actually feel like you've done something to deserve it. You know.
Right.
So I'm cool, but it's definitely on the list. TK, I'm after you.
I know two or three out the U, so I'm gonna let you know.
Tell him to call me.
Definitely,
Call me.
definitely get in touch with Jerry and Lacey because I think
Oh
that's the
no.
yeah,
Listen, that's another one. Lacey.
yeah,
Lacey. And I just found out I had to look. Okay, so I knew Lacey's music growing up. Okay. First
yeah,
of all, I did not realize Lacey was from Memphis.
right,
When she talked, I already love Lacey, but I real deal like we was on the cruise together. I
yeah,
stand her like for 2 months going up to the cruise and literally dove into everything she'd done on YouTube and on Apple Music. Like I was all Lacey for 2 months because I was like,
right,
I'm finna be on the boat with her. I got to know what I'm doing. But
right,
when she has her energy because her and my aunt Karen are so cool. Her energy has been niece with me, niece, sis, this. Like all of them have been so welcoming. So
yeah,
anytime they call me, I ain't got nothing but like what you need me to do.
right,
What's up? What we doing? Because at this point, God done blessed so good, so much. Low, whatever I do on top of what I've already done is surplus.
that's good, baby.
Like
That's
God put us in a position to be comfortable already. So anything on top of that, I feel like that's what God is saying. Okay, well, if you're already comfortable, why not help somebody else? Why not do this or why not do that? And I mean, you do the work, you got to make the money. The money's gonna come if you do the work.
right,
But I'm learning to be selective in who I'm doing the work with. But I don't ever question when my OGs call. So if the aunties or the big unks call,
you
that ain't
go.
no question. I'm rocking and rolling.
You like an arrow. I feel you on that. For sure. They call me, I'm still gone. I
You
know.
hear me? Do you hear me?
You get the DJ. All right, where we gonna be at? I'm on the way. So I get
Right. How much
and
time I got?
that's
Let me
how it was when I
get my
got
shoes on.
exactly when I got in the game, I was like, I wrote down, I ain't gonna say a hit list. I had a list of everybody I wanted to work with. You know what I
Talk.
mean?
Yeah.
I was like, Lord, if you just get me to this one and this one and this one and this one and this one, I'll feel like I
Man.
made it. But
And that is so crazy for me to be able
yeah,
to say what I just said with all these people. Just now, I'm hearing myself say it out loud.
Right.
I didn't realize how heavy my features were until just now. And I'm
Right.
sitting there listening to myself and I'm like, I never would have guessed when we was listening to shout out to 105.3 in Arkansas. Never would have guessed Saturday Morning Fish Fry will be in my catalog.
Right. That's
Let me
what's
say that again. The people I grew up listening to is Saturday Morning Fish Fry is now in my catalog.
oh yeah.
God's
That's
so good, Lo.
God good, mom. He good. Do you keep up or try to move and groove? I'ma say inbox or kind of tweet.
Uh-oh, did you mute your mic? I can't hear you.
You hear me? You hear me now? I'm still rolling. You hear me? I don't know. Some guy always going crazy with this stuff. Trust me. You hear me now? I don't know. I'm good on this end. I'm good on this end.
I don't know what happened, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened either. It's always something crazy. It's always something crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for coming in. We got the great, great young talented Cecily Wilborn with us tonight. We trying to ride through, of course, you know how this technology go. We gonna keep riding, we gonna keep riding.
Oh
So
man, why I can't hear
I
you?
don't know. I hear her, but she can't
Yeah.
hear me. So well, no, we're gonna let this stuff catch back up. Check one, check one, check one. She jumped off. You good? Oh, she jumped off. Yeah, y'all. Please check out her music. She's a young talent. She's coming through the Southern Soul good. Her rankings are good. The music is quality. Country in the country. I'm in blues. Living for the Weekend, which is a live dance in the city of Mobile, made by something different live dance crew. We want to give them a shout out as well. We hope we can get her back in. There's been an amazing interview. Uh, let me see. I think she back. You hear me
There we
now?
go. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I just kept rolling, getting them some of your portfolio. But what I was going to ask you about was the live dance crews. You know, they're big.
They are
And
huge.
okay, your Living for the Weekend is big here.
Is
Uh,
it?
the girl made the dance go by the name Queenie, and her group is something different live dance group. So my question is to you, I know you busy. Do you ever take the time out to kind of hit the different live dance groups just to say thank you? Or
Man, somebody gotta tag me in it. I would have been the anytime people do my line dances. I try to learn. Now look, y'all, listen. I ain't
can't
got
learn
two
them
left
all.
feet.
Can't learn them all.
I got two left feet. Y'all hear me? I got two steps to the left, two steps to the right. I got a wiggle in the middle. That's what I'm telling you. So the ones that my feet can keep up with, I try my best to learn and I try to post and tag them so that they do get some recognition because for you to take time and invest your time in my art and try to help me boost my stuff, like the least I can do is share it and support. So I do try to stay 10 toes for the line dancers that do tap in with me.
Right.
There's a group out of Mississippi that tag me in everything. So y'all make sure you guys are tagging me. And if I don't comment, that probably mean I ain't seen it yet. So make sure y'all inboxing me or something so I can see them. Southern Soul Steppers out of Mississippi. They've done one for In the Country. I Need the Blues. So yeah, and you got so apparently I got somebody in Texas now that's doing them. So
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
y'all make sure y'all hit me up so I can learn these dances. I would
Yeah, they,
love,
her
love,
crew
love, love to shout them out.
come in the building. I gonna keep the song go. I already know what's fit to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
And
go.
I try to tell all the artists, especially the ones I'm close to, like, bro, please just shout these dancers out for me, please. I give them the number, at least to
Yeah.
the head dancer, the choreographer,
Just
because
just give them a little shout out, like little
it's
recognition.
a lot out to love. It's a
Yeah.
lot out to love. People don't understand,
Yeah,
like
it is. But
this
they chase the money instead of the relationship. I really feel like that's where the industry is getting lost because they're losing the actual power that you have in the relationships by doing right, by good business, you know. So good business means even if it always ain't something to gain out of the financial side of it, if you taking care of the relationship, it's always gonna come back full circle. So just do good business, guys.
yeah, for sure. That yeah,
Yeah.
you're so right. It's hard to do, but
Yeah.
So I need to talk to you. Cause
Uh-oh.
I done emailed y'all to death, but me and Jay tight now. So you
Uh-oh.
need to give me
not,
you,
not
yeah,
y'all best friends now.
we like this now. We in there now. So give me this a two-parter now. This a two-part
Okay.
question.
Okay.
I need to know the reason why you chose 4th of July
Okay.
for the release of this new album you finna drop. Oh, low get the tea. Low get the tea. So are you dropping it on the 4th? Are you dropping it on the 3rd? Are you trying to do it on the 5th? Or
So we
and
are
what's
aiming.
important with Independence Day for you?
We're actually aiming for the week after. Um, I'm aiming for the week after. But here's the thing. I told you I'm blessed. I have teamed up with a super label. Like a super label. And he has a vision of Cecily Wilborn that I didn't think that I'd ever reach. So with that, I want to put it out, but it depends on if they get to do everything they want to do. I am patient at this point. So
Okay.
if he gives me the yellow light and says, okay, slow down because I know this is good, but what if we can do this better and we push it back a week? That's why I haven't really released a date yet because I want to see the full plan. I'm about to get the full plan, guys. As you can see, I'm already excited and I ain't seen the plan. So I
Right.
need y'all to understand if I'm this excited and I ain't seen the plan yet. Once we get to announce what's really about to happen, I think you guys not only gonna support it, but we are gonna probably be crying ugly tears together because we finally got somebody for the culture that's in the industry. That's all I want to put out there.
So could
Everything
you
that I'm finna put out ain't nothing bought. Ain't nothing changed. It's all authentic. It's all organic. We ain't gotta buy no numbers. They ain't gotta act and treat me like I'm something that I ain't. Y'all gonna still see the crazy CC that y'all see right now, but it's just gonna be in a different way. And I love the fact that they're letting me evolve. Southern Soul is even like, what's she doing next? Like, they're not expecting me to stay the same, you know? So I want to shoot for the 11th. I want to shoot for the 11th. They did tell me that if I was okay and everything was good to go, that we were going to do the 11th. But I'm also waiting to see what this secret weapon is that they're holding by next week. So I should be able to definitely give you guys a solid release date by next week for sure.
all right, I need a feature now.
Ooh, not
Yeah. You gotta
Not
come.
you gonna let me drop it on your
Oh,
show.
you gotta do that. It would be right if it don't get dropped
Now
like
I will give you an exclusive. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
okay.
The song itself is Southern Soul, but I definitely channeled a lot of what you said. The Al Green in me, the Mavis Staple, the Johnny Taylor, like it's that kind of blues. The message in the message in the song basically said, just tell me what it is. Like we love saying it is what it is. Well, I don't know what it is. Tell me what it is. You gonna stay or
Right,
you gonna go? I don't want to
right,
assume a thing. Clear it up
right.
for me.
Yeah, man,
So
that's what's
ladies, we got us one. Y'all been popping fans and doing line dances. So while y'all over there getting y'all drink and getting refreshed, y'all gonna be in the corner with your cup saying, yeah, tell me what it is.
yeah, what's going on? Yeah, that's for sure. What's going on? Yeah, you definitely got to come back before you drop it, and I love
Ooh,
to do it.
I
I love
got
to do it drop
you. I
that
got
night.
you.
We can kind of make it a premiere or something. I have to bring the engineers in to get it right, but yeah,
Let's go. Let's go.
please drop it here. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the record label you're with, congratulations on that as well.
Thank
Uh,
you. Thank you. Thank you.
they gonna let us continually to get this Miss Wilborn that we done got accustomed to. They not gonna come
They
and try to
they
change.
promised me that not only that's why I was so honored that they trusted my husband the way he did, as far as the way he runs our business. Barry Hankerson is definitely a guy for the culture. He really don't give a darn about the industry, just being honest. He ain't one of them people that care about the rules and the policies and procedures, and this is what always happens. He ain't that kind of guy. He's been in the game so long. Like he's a true OG. Like when I say this is an OG, like he walked with Farrakhan. he walked with Malcolm X. Like he's been with the Black Panthers. He's been in California when the gang riots and stuff was going on. Like he's seen the industry change with the culture, and he's seen the culture change with the industry. So because he knows how the system works and he knows how they feed off of each other, right now his biggest thing is, what do our people need to hear? What do our people need to hear? So the music that I've been putting out, that's why the messages have been so strong. Blackground came in and said, we ain't changing nothing you doing. We ain't trying to mess up nothing you got going on. They was like, just tell us how we can do make what you're doing bigger so that more of our culture can see you at one time. That's the
Right.
vision that they had when they signed me. That's the vision they stuck to since I've been here. And I really haven't seen any signs of them wanting to change that. So I'm grateful that I landed where I did, because they believe in what we're doing for the culture. It ain't just about the numbers. It ain't just like, it comes from a different way, from a different passion. So they're
Right.
fighting for a totally different cause. They love the fact that the numbers are great and people love me and people are taking on to the sound. They love that, of course, because we're making money. But
Yeah.
the biggest success, you should see this, you should see the passion in the room when they start saying, no, we got to come up with this. We got to put her with this person. We got to collaborate with this. No, we talking Super Bowl. We talking, take over the world. No, Coachella where? We bringing Coachella to the South. Like when I say they got big ideas and big dreams for me that I wouldn't have even imagined that I could do.
Yeah.
So everything that they've given me full control to say, if you believe in it, we
Yeah.
believe in it. So I thank God for Blackground. I thank God for Barry Hankerson and the whole Blackground family, the radio team, the publicists, the A&Rs, like the whole nine. They've come in and worked with J. Will Entertainment and Ace Entertainment so well. So Arkansas is appreciative to everything that they've done.
Wow, that's a blessing.
It
That
is, man. I can't call it nothing else but a blessing.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, we really, really grind in this business to see one of
Yes,
or
sir.
two of us get out and shine. You, I think Tony with Snoop now.
Yes.
I can remember the time when I think Snoop was sitting in his car. This had to be about 6, 7 years, maybe 8 years ago, and he was bumping Jeff Floyd, and all of us in the South, we was going crazy.
Losing it. You hear me?
We was in the car like, who is this artist?
Losing
Who
it.
is this artist? We like Jeff Floyd, Jeff Floyd.
Yeah,
Everybody,
we was going crazy. We was
yeah.
going
So
crazy.
to see the movement right now with the trail ride, line dancers, the dancers, the choreographers, the artists, I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, cause I know, a couple of years ago they would laugh me out of the room, like, man, ain't nobody gonna be doing. I said, dog, this line dance is finna go
Would
somewhere.
you believe that was me before 2022, before
Yeah,
June of 22? I could not get a gig.
yeah,
I was in cigar lounges, and BB King's had me 3 nights a week, and I was doing a residency in Little Rock, and like I was working 7 days a week just to make sure that the lights help my husband keep the lights on. So you guys got to understand, when I say my husband told me don't get another job, we were barely making the ends meet.
right, right,
But for
exactly,
him to step up and say, don't worry about it, I'll just go get a second job, or I'll get, you know what I'm saying, a little hustle on the side. I'll do what I got to do to make sure you don't have to. That was a whole nother level of I got you to me, because I
yeah,
knew what we were already dealing with. So yeah,
yeah.
this ride, man, this is a ride.
I tell everybody that'll listen, always believe in your dream. Don't never
Yeah.
sacrifice your dream.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
literally, when I tell you this city, and I love my city, but this city used to laugh my ass out of a room. Like, man,
Same here. They told
that
me my country sound did not belong in Southern Soul. To this day, Lo,
yeah,
to this
yeah,
day,
yeah,
my fans have to stand 10 toes for me,
down,
because
right,
Southern Soul, even to this day, sometimes the industry people or
right,
the powers that be swear
right,
I don't belong. When y'all are asking, well, why is Cecily not on this show? They didn't
right,
call.
right, exactly,
Why
exactly,
is Cecily not on this show? They won't call.
right, exactly.
Why is
If you,
Cecily not on this show? Cecily was on the show. They probably took me off the show.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You preach it to the
Don't
choir. You preach it to the choir.
don't get me to talking, because honey, I go get my cup and we can talk.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I'm glad you opened up, because then again, the younger females behind you that
Yeah.
gonna come back and look at this podcast, they need to know it's not an easy test. And every
It's
female
not.
that I interview, you, Miss Karen, Miss Wolf, I done interviewed Lacey, and I asked y'all
Yes.
all the same. Could you tell that young female that got dreams to hit that stage what she need to keep in focus? And she might got a family like you. She might got 3 kids, 4 kids. She might got a husband that's pushing. It might not just be turning for her at this moment. What can you tell her to do to keep moving in the right direction?
Child, run. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Oh man, take your feelings out of it, y'all. When you go to the water department to pay your water bill, if you use that water, you got to pay for it. You go in Walmart, that milk high. You gonna complain about that milk the whole way to the register, but you gonna pay for it.
Yeah,
Success is a reward that you have to pay for,
yeah,
and it doesn't cost money. You're paying with your time, the sacrifices, the holidays you'll miss, the games with your children that you're gonna miss, the Easter egg hunts, cooking dinner for family for yourself, having to ask somebody to help you with the laundry because you don't have time because you got just enough time to unpack and repack and get back on the road. Like these are things that women, real women, take pride in. And you have to kill your pride every day because it's a sacrifice that you have to make to get the reward. That's the price. I'm not telling you to be a doormat. Don't allow them to walk all over you. Just learn the business. Learn the business and set boundaries. Some things I accept, y'all won't. Some things y'all accept, I won't.
right.
But when you learn what works for your business, Walmart and Target can't run their business the same because they cater to different audiences. That's why the price is different. But guess what? They both have clientele.
Right.
So my encouragement to you is find your people, find your clientele, find the people that your music speaks to, and only go after your audience.
Wow.
Because I promise you, if they're not your audience today, something you write tomorrow will grab their attention, or the next song will grab their attention. Just because they don't hit you with this particular hit, they're coming. But just be consistent and do the work. Consistently do the work, and I promise you, the reward is coming.
Wow. That was powerful. That really
Thank
was.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was good. And it sounds good coming from y'all instead of us because we can get just keep grinding, just keep grinding. But I tell guys that all
Sometimes when we say to keep grinding, they just want to hear some validation too. Like, okay, even if I quit, even if I keep grinding, how long do I gotta grind? Like
right,
it there is a light at the end of the tunnel, ladies. And times are changing because think about look what's going on right now. There used to be a day where I couldn't get on the show with DJ Low.
right,
Let's just be for real. And it wasn't long ago that
right,
women weren't on the radio, that women weren't on television, that women weren't allowed to get their own publishing, that women weren't allowed to write their own music. Women weren't allowed to wear certain things on their cover art. They had to look a certain way. So like now they're giving us complete freedom to be ourselves. Um, Not completely, but more than we used to.
more than what you did.
More
Yeah,
than what
more
we're used to.
than
So it is our job to not complain per se, but take that little they gave us and make a lot.
yeah. That I want to end with that one, man. That was so fun. Oh man, y'all been with the great Cecily Wilborn, man. This is one of our upcoming stars. She got hits for days.
Thank
Southern
you.
Man is the hottest one. Living for the weekend, man. We really got to get behind this lady and her
Thank
family.
you.
CJ, man, what a blessed brother, sister. Let me
Yes.
ask you this, cause you know what they say about you PK kids.
Y'all, here y'all go.
Was y'all the stereotype PK kids, or
I
y'all
was
just
definitely the stereotypical PK kid, but I'm gonna tell you why.
okay?
I'm stubborn.
Okay,
If you say that I'm mean, I'll be nice. If you call me nice and play with me, I don't mind being mean. So it was like I would go do the same stuff my friends did, And I didn't care that my daddy was a pastor. If my friends can do it and get away with it, why can't I get away with it? I'm
Yeah,
trying to figure out where is the double standard.
right.
So I was that kid that, like, regardless of my daddy's job, that's my daddy's job. I'm not the preacher. I'm not the person you gotta listen to. Why are you expecting me to walk? That was me. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, they always say the pastor being out saving everybody's soul to his church, shoot dice. And,
No, I'm saved. Oh y'all, I'm real saved. I talk to God. Oh yeah,
you know
I'm
what
real
I'm
saved.
saying? So
I'm
I'm
real
like,
saved.
let me see about the PK Kid story. If it
The
is true.
problem be they think that just because I'm saved that I'm not stupid. They get the S's mixed up sometimes.
Right,
Saved, stupid, stupid,
right.
saved. I know they sound similar. They the same person.
Oh my goodness, man. So when you wrote Southern Man, it was you said it was after you got fired and your husband told you to go head on and
Yeah,
he got your back. He gonna do what he gotta do, like most of
yeah.
us. Big shout out to him for that.
Yeah, that's my
When
baby.
what day you got that call, you was at home chilling, you probably was sitting down eating dinner and somebody called like, dude, this damn
Yeah,
song is a million. You like what? So
that's exactly what happened. Believe it.
walk, walk me through that situation right there before we leave.
Man, shout out to Phillips County and Lee County. So what had happened was I'm sitting down at the couch watching TV with my people. I was planning to go on a cruise with BB King for 3 months. I wasn't even thinking about Southern Man because the song was supposed to be a hit song, take off, and that wasn't even what that was for. I did the song for my husband, boom, bang, pow. I done moved on. I got other stuff going on. Somebody called me and was like, "Girl, do you know you viral on TikTok right now?" First of all, I had like 300 followers.
Right, right.
So like, who's viral? I'm viral. How am I viral? It wasn't me that was viral. A friend of ours that has a family. They have a winery. Shout out to them out of Helena. Have a winery in Helena. She had done a video, and her video with my song went viral, and it like spread like wildfire. Before I knew it, there was like 3,000, 4,000 videos within like so many days that were made to the song. And within a week, it had trickled. You know, it's bad when it starts trickling into the other platforms without you sharing it. Before I even got a chance to really maximize and share it, it was already on Instagram. It was already moving to Facebook. It had already got to YouTube. So it was like wildfire. So I had to make the decision then. The guy that was managing me at the time, he was just like, you really got to make a call. Like, do you want to invest that 3 months on a ship where you're promoting somebody else's music as a cover artist? Or do you want to stay here and grind on your own? He said, because if you're going to bet on somebody, Cecily,
Gotta bet
bet
on
on
yourself.
yourself.
Gotta bet on yourself.
So
Wow.
I decided I pissed him. Man, I think I pissed that guy off. He never talked to me again after I told him I couldn't come because it was like a week before we were supposed to board. And I pulled it out. Oh, I think he's hot at me to this day, probably. But
You got
we've seen each other. Hey, I hope he's not mad. I hope he's not mad at me.
something
But
trouble. Something
right. But
with
I stuck around and stayed for that very reason for Southern Man. So shout out to my hometown because once again, people always have that story. You can't get real support from your home. I don't have that problem. My community, my village. If I drop a song, it could be a Baby Shark remix. Mariana, West Memphis, Helena, Forest City, the Delta area, they got me. So I don't worry. I don't worry about anything
wow,
at this point because I've seen what they can do.
that's good. That's good. I gotta ask you about your homeboy. Uh,
Who?
two-part question on this deal. How long you and Squirt Kelly knowed each other, and how y'all get so tight? Is the music draw y'all together? Elementary, junior high, high school. Uh,
Man, Squirt and I came through quartet together. The same little running up behind my daddy I did. By the time he was like a young adult, like teenage, early like high school teenage to young adult age, he started hanging with the quartet guys too. And Squirt was always a writer. Squirt was always a writer. He swear up and down he can't sing. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. I don't know what's wrong with him.
well, that
But
stuff.
when he linked up with the PC band, man, he just started soaring. I'm not gonna lie. We saw a different Squirt in quartet than we see in Southern Soul. He's a lot more free. He's a lot more risk taking because he pushes a lot of boundaries, but he writes from so much more than just Southern Soul. So his pen is so well versatile and he just has a wide variety of stuff. Believe it or not, when I did Southern Man, the hoo, the little background, the oohs and ahs. Some of those came from Squirt because I called him, played him the
Yeah,
song, and I was like, bro, it sound empty in some of these spots, but I hate trying to come up with my own ad libs. So he
right.
sent me some oohs and ahs, and it was like, girl, put these oohs and ahs in here and shut up.
Yeah, yeah.
So Squirt and I come from the same area,
Okay.
same hometown area. He Forest City, I'm Mariana. We 15, 20 minutes apart.
Okay.
Um, and to this day, when he did his homecoming this past Thanksgiving, when he said he was doing something at home, can you pull up? That's what we do. So shout
So
out to Arkansas. Arkansas is full of talent. Shout out to Kia B, the PC band, Squirt Kelly. Man, there's so many. Dee Dee Jones out of Little Rock. Oh man. Smoke 870 out of Malvern, Arkansas. Like there's so many of us, y'all. And Arkansas is just we just trying to break through so that people recognize us the way they do Texas and Louisiana, Mississippi, everybody. We here too.
we need the right one to break through. Cause if the right one break through, everybody else gonna get on the bus.
Hey man, I'm
And
I'm
that's
I'm
a shout
I'm
out
working
right
on
now
that.
to that's a shout out right now to Carolina.
That's
Everybody
it.
like,
That's the
what's
one.
Carolina? But the right one broke through. And
That's
when
the
he
one.
broke through, he threw the rope back and they've been
That's the
walking.
one.
We got
That's
to
the one.
respect what they got going on right now, cause the
That's the
one
one.
that bust through didn't forget everybody else for
That's
sure.
the one. Shout out
Definitely.
to 803 Fresh and all my people over there in the Carolinas. They really putting on not just for their state, but for the genre as a whole. They're making us proud. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody got up there and embarrassed us shit. So I'm so proud of y'all. Thank y'all so much.
right,
Everybody teeth together. Everybody's songs sound good. You know, you got your mixes and your masters together. I'm proud. The photo art look amazing. So I'm proud of my people. I love being able to be in a position where we don't have to critique. All we do is celebrate. So that's
right.
the energy that I've always had with the Carolinas. Ain't no need to critique what everybody got to give.
That's
And
right.
I can just sit back and say, bro, you did that.
Yeah,
Like that's all I'm supposed to say. Yeah, you did that.
yeah,
So
that
shout out to them for maintaining and raising the bar.
right,
Um, they it's their time. God gave them some really great opportunities, and they did right by them.
right.
So shout out to my people, man.
Yeah, they doing their thing, man.
They're
I
doing their thing.
tell everybody around here when the Lord bust one of us through, we got to pull that chain out and
Ain't
everybody
ain't
else.
nothing else you can do to stop it. Even if you don't want it, you still got to respect
Yeah,
what God is doing. You still got to respect because I'm gonna be honest with you. 803 said it in his interview, and I respected his transparency so much. He was like, when he first did Boots on the Ground, he said like that was my second or third trip, right? Like, so he was saying like he had to grow into Southern Soul kind of fast into that part of Southern Soul.
right.
But he took it with a grain of salt. The criticism, the social media posts, and man, he's remained with such grace. And there's always, and it ain't just black people that do it. Every nationality got some haters.
I
Every
don't
last
know.
one.
I think we
There's
lead.
division.
I think we lead the race, sister. I think we lead the race.
Nah, believe it or not, I got Mexican
Whoa,
friends. I live in
yeah,
Arkansas, so you know I got white friends. And
right,
man, listen to me. When you go to they cookouts,
right,
at least our cookouts, we got a big mama. Now,
yeah,
once y'all bicker long enough, big mama gonna stand up and she gonna say, okay, that's enough.
right, right,
They unless they got a big mama at their stuff, they just be bickering and arguing for days. Like they just so I'm gonna be honest, we bicker as black people, we bicker and we argue, but we do that amongst each other.
right,
And it's supposed to be what goes on at home stays at home. The only thing I think that kills us as a culture is we try to start bringing outside people in to mediate what the village can honestly maintain ourselves. So if we just learn to start communicating with amongst the community, that black on black crowd wouldn't even be a thing because they doing it too. They doing
yeah,
it. Look at the protests of what's going on right now. You
yeah,
got all these Mexicans and white people and black people and Indians, like indigenous people. Everybody's coming together trying to show a front of unity. But then you got Mexicans over there that's rioting, and you got one Mexican telling another Mexican, "Bro, we're not rioting. We're not looting these stores. What are you doing? Get back in on the sidewalks. Get out of the street. Blah blah blah." It's like they're having to maintain their people just like we have to maintain our people.
Yeah.
So I'm noticing that we ain't the only ones that had that problem. And I'm just grateful that the silent people that have the knowledge and wisdom are starting to speak up.
Step up. Yeah. That's
That's
hard.
what I'm proud to
People,
see.
when
I'm
people
proud to
know
see that.
better, they don't say better. So yeah, you right on that. That the
Yeah.
ones that can say something are saying something. So that's
And
good.
I love that. In whatever nationality, like I'm noticing a lot of, even in Arkansas. Arkansas is a predominantly white state, predominantly Republican state, but there's so much unity going on. And I would love to say that Southern Soul and the music that we are bringing has a lot to do with the unity. Because when all else fails, just turn on some line dance music and everybody's happy again. Pop a
Yeah.
fan here and there, and everybody's happy.
Yeah, they're killing them fans for sure.
They killing the
Uh,
fans. So right now, that's what I mean by that's what we need in the culture. We need some therapy music. We need some happy music, something that'll just take our minds off of things for even if just for 3.5 minutes. We
yeah,
need that as a culture sometimes.
so true.
So
So
everything that you guys are hearing from every artist, whether it's Big Mel, he on my playlist too. Shout out to Big Mel. Whether it's Big Mel, Arthur Young, Jason A, Westlove, Cecily Wilborn, Jason, like whoever you're listening to, we all got messages, we all got stories, we all have things that we can do, say, and do to encourage you guys. So I just pray to God that we can just continue to do that, even amongst the chaos that's going on. We can just stay true to the
to
mission. The mission is put out this great music. Let's just stick to the mission.
move the culture forward.
Yeah,
Leave it better for the next generation for
that's
sure.
right. That's right.
I know you, um, Mr. Smoke. I don't know if you work with Smoke yet.
I have. He was on the cruise with me.
Smoke a bad boy.
That's a singing boy there. Listen to me. Took
LJ,
me, boy, took the folk down through there.
yeah, you, him, LJ Eccles, OB Buchanan. Um, I'm trying to name some off the top of my dome.
OB,
Uh,
LJ. They're my
the,
guys, man.
the reason I bring y'all up because y'all are, to me, y'all are those artists that really shine through with that band.
Oh,
Uh,
thanks.
is it complicated for you to do the track shows when you really want to do that band? Do you take a pay cut to bring the band, or how you navigate through? We just want you on a track show instead of look. I just take this for my band because I
So
know Smoke
I
bring
don't give
his
options
and
anymore.
everything. So I want to know how you navigate through that.
I stopped giving options. Um, I have very few track shows. I probably got like 2 track shows for the rest of the year.
Okay,
Everything else is banned. If you want me, you can't tell me how to do my job. Do you
okay,
tell your doctor? No, I don't need all 5 of your nurses. I just need 2.
right, exactly. Yeah,
Do do you tell him? No,
uh,
don't give. Don't no. You ain't gotta come in here with your stethoscope and your reflex thing. You just come in here and check my temperature. Leave me alone now.
right, right,
You don't tell your doctor how to do his job. If you want to be entertained, I'm an entertainer. Let me do mine.
right,
So if I come in here on a horse, if I ride a giraffe into your show, as long as what I brought came with the budget that you paid, don't tell me how to do my show.
right, exactly.
Um, so with that being said, I'm blessed that I got the baddest band in Arkansas. You hear me? And half of them guys ain't even from Arkansas.
That's what's up.
um, They I have a very unique band because we're not just a company band, it's actually my family. Those
Okay,
guys are like brothers to me. I call their kids my kids. Their kids
right,
spend the night at my house and their wives come and we eat dinner together sometimes. Like we have a full-on family.
right,
Um and they are so loyal to their crafts. Now they're loyal to me to a certain degree, but I thank God that when they came in, I put it in their minds that this was not where you need to stay. Iron sharpens iron. That's what the Bible says.
yeah,
So we all come into each other's lives for a season. So in this
right,
season, there was something that I could teach you. And in this season, there's something you're supposed to be teaching me. Let's make each other better until we plateau. And once you say, okay, I've learned everything I can learn here, spread your wings. And I get somebody else that can fill in, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So I'm
definitely.
blessed enough that my sound can keep evolving because my musicians, even if I don't change musicians, my musicians are even growing. They're
Right.
learning new things and they're growing and making these new connections and meeting their mentors and getting better.
Right.
So of course they're gonna bring something new, because every time they get excited about something new, the first person they call is Cece. Look what I learned, or Cece, guess what I can do. So we get excited, and I do the same thing. Like if I learn how to do something on the keyboard, I call my keyboard player, and be like, look what I did, look what I did.
Right. Exactly.
So my band show, well, because you guys think we be having fun on stage, we really do be
Yeah.
having tons of fun on stage. This is what all of us love to do, and it
Right.
shines through every note. It shines through every lyric, every break, every solo. Like those guys never give the same show twice, because
That's
they don't even remember half of the stuff they did, because they be playing in the moment. But they're so great. So I'm very blessed that for the rest of the year I'm now booked completely up for 2025.
congratulations.
Um, and
Congratulations.
most of the time, guys, you are gonna see Cecily with that band. So shout out to you guys who've been reaching out to y'all's promoters saying that y'all was ready to see us. They've been calling like crazy and we've been booking like crazy. So we are opening up the books now for the early part of 2026. If you guys are looking for dates for next year, y'all call my husband and go and get them books squared away.
Drop that booking fee. Yeah.
Yeah, go and drop that fee so we can go and get these wheels on the road.
Did you did you enjoy Spring Fling, and how was it to see that many blues fans in one place at one time?
I felt like I was at Woodstock. Do you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah.
That was amazing. I had an RV, and where my RV was placed, I was right by the stage. And the stage was so full that they couldn't allow me to go on stage and watch my friends perform. So I was blessed. I just went and sat on top of my RV in Indian style. And like fans was up there thinking I was up there dancing. They up there dancing like, hey, she on her. I'm like, no, ain't nobody. This ain't no Glorilla show. I'm not twerking on the headlights. That's not what we doing. Calm down. Calm down. Spring Fling was a dream. I got to see so many artists. I got to watch. That was my first time seeing Charles perform live. That was
Wow.
my very first time ever seeing him perform live. I had done the song with him.
Yeah.
I had met him and done a video with him, but I had never seen his live show. And when I
Wow.
tell you, I sat there like a little kid at a candy store. Like I had seen Jeter perform, I had seen George perform, but I stuck around and watched George's performance. The people, they never lost their energy. I performed at 11 a.m. and those same people that saw me saw Charles and George at during the 11 o'clock at night. We was out
Yeah.
there stinking and musty out there. They're like, well, I had an RV, but the people that didn't have nowhere to wash up, listen, it was a time, y'all. You hear me? It was a time. It was a time.
You gotta understand, I get out there at 6:30 in the morning, cuz.
Honey, it was a time to be had. They had so much going on. And even with the little sprinkle shower came in and then the sun just come out of nowhere. It was so much went on that day. And a lot of people had a lot of negative stuff to say about the spring fling, but I'm going to be honest with you. If you go anywhere to festivals, there's always something that's going to make somebody uncomfortable. There's always somebody complaining. So don't take those few complaints when there was literally like 40 something thousand people out there, but 10 people complained, and now that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to be perfect. Things are going to go wrong, but you support people and you encourage them, or you let them know what you didn't like, so that if that something that you didn't like is something somebody else didn't like, that they know, okay, multiple people said this, maybe this is something we need to work on for next year. It's not just a few. But as far as bashing brands and trying to say I'm never supporting this again, like if that's your decision, that's your decision. But I had a good time.
Me
The
too.
food was amazing. The
Yeah.
mu-
I can't eat much. I eat a lot of fruit and drink a lot of water because
Man, that's
uh,
my issue. That's why I got thunder thighs right now, because I'm not pushing the plate away. I'm not doing that.
man, I had to. I got up to 388 pounds, babe.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I lost 103 pounds.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, well, you look good then.
Yeah, you got to go back on my page and look at some of them old
I
big
got
low.
you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got you. Because I don't believe it. I ain't gonna believe it till I see it.
me and you just got tight. We just got tight. So you got to
I
go
ain't gonna
back.
believe it till I see. But I used to be a little chunky monkey. I done lost 65 pounds.
That's congrats,
Thank
congrats.
you. Yeah, I was like 210 at one point.
Yeah, I'm two. I'm
And
two.
210 don't sound like a lot, but for a girl
Yeah,
that's
I
5'4",
mean, shit, two
I'm
teeth.
short, you know? So
Yeah, I had to cut rice,
Yep.
sodas,
Yep.
sugars, fried
Carbs.
food,
Yeah. All them
uh,
carbs.
cakes, cookies, all my favorite stuff.
Well, I'm gonna
I
tell you what made me have to
uh,
do it. I got COVID. I caught COVID back in December, right before New Year's, my New Year's show, and coming out of COVID, like it wasn't bad going through COVID because I got my vaccination and stuff, so it wasn't just bad this go round. But trying to bounce back and get back on stage was a struggle. My breathing was off. I got diagnosed with bronchitis, and I never had breathing issues in my entire life. I've always been healthy. So I had to start taking like inhalers and stuff like that. Like it was just hard. So I got a personal trainer. Shout out to my trainer, Fit by Diggs. He gave me a meal plan. Almost killed me the first week. My mom and daddy thought I had lost my mind. But after week two, it became such a routine because I did it 7 days a week, the routine itself. That I do it now haphazardly and I'm not even on the plan anymore.
right,
It's helped me not only lose some weight, but breathing, the strength of my voice, being able to sing multiple days in a row and not struggle. That was a big thing to me because I don't want to walk around and give a lackluster show
right,
because I'm not taking care of myself. Now, if it was something else that was beyond my control, I do the best I can do. But I can control my health to a certain degree. I can control how I take care of my own body.
right.
So I feel like if I wanted to be the best Cecily Wilborn for you guys, first I had to be the best Cecily Wilborn for myself.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
when I decided that I didn't want to take that chance and lower the standard of my performance, I just had to do what I had to do. So the weight loss really just came with it. Summertime fine.
Yeah. And some of that I caught COVID as well, but
Really?
but my baby, my youngest son, I don't call him a baby. He was getting ready to go to college, so
Mm,
I'm like, I'm sitting down at shows. I ain't getting them the, I ain't
yeah.
getting it right now. My knees hurt, my back hurt.
Yeah. Everything hurts.
I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I got to do better than this. This dude finna go
I
off to
agree.
college. Or, he'll grab two speakers at the end of the night. Like,
I know
don't
the
worry,
feeling.
I got
I
it.
know.
I'm like, so, I had to make a mean transition. I like, I got to do something. So I just
That's where I was. So a lot of people thought I was losing the weight just to look good or whatever. Like it was really mainly the weight loss was really just a side effect of me trying to make sure when I got on stage I didn't sound a hot mess. So that was just me really taking care of myself to make sure that my wind and my air and my breathing was right and that I
yeah,
wasn't, passing out before I was halfway through the show.
yeah, exactly. I get all that. I mean, I truly do. Stay on your journey. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you,
No,
hug.
I appreciate you for inviting me. I'm so honored. Thank you.
Uh, I want you back before you drop this album. Before I
When
get
you get when I get the release date, you
yeah,
gonna be the first one of the first people to get it. I got you.
call your boy.
I got
And
you.
ladies and gentlemen, this is the great up and coming talent. We love her to death.
Thank you.
Before you leave, I know it's early in the career. I know
Okay.
you got some callback bookings. So right now, what is your favorite city or state that you really, when you get that call, you be like, oh yeah, we finna kill this here. Let's ride. Which one
Not
right
gonna
which one right now got your heart? Besides the home, which one got
not,
your heart right now?
not gonna cap. Not gonna cap. I gotta say Texas, bro. I gotta say Texas.
Yeah,
I gotta say Texas. Texas. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Mississippi and Texas is like neck and neck. When I say neck and neck, y'all
yeah.
constantly doing this. Cause as soon as I say Texas, Mississippi, like, nah, they don't party like us. Come over here. And then I go over here and I give him like, yeah, Mississippi, Texas be like, nah, but they ain't show you this. Come here.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like a tug
yeah.
of war between Texas and Mississippi. Them,
That's
but
good.
I tell my daddy if all I had to do was Arkansas, Mississippi, and Texas for the rest of my career,
You good.
I'd never not work a day in my life. That's how
That's
blessed I am and how much people support me in the
that's
South. So
that's
I fool with all the other states. I can't wait to get back to the Carolinas, been to Virginia. We done took it all the way to Florida, Georgia. Like we doing great things. Missouri.
all of us got one of them spots that mine's is Louisiana. And the reason why,
Louisiana, it used to be Louisiana for me. It really did.
but the reason why it's for me, they dance off every damn thing moving. They ain't finna
You ain't
sit.
lying.
They ain't
You ain't
come
lying.
sit down. They
The
come.
only reason why I can't say Louisiana right now, Louisiana, shame on y'all, is it took me too long to come back. What y'all waiting on?
You know, the promoter. I hope a promoter hear this tonight. They finna make that happen.
What y'all waiting on? Because I've been trying to get it NOLA for a minute. New Orleans, what y'all waiting on? Just saying. I'm putting it out there now. It ain't because Cecily didn't want to come. I'm just waiting on y'all to call that phone. So
she did work at AT&T, so she know the phone.
I know how the phone work.
The phone's working. Yeah.
Both ways.
Thank you so much, Queen. God bless you.
Thank
and all
you.
success. I want us to do this again.
Yes, sir.
We cut her. We wanted to do her Sunday. She was booked. Her people say we can do it Wednesday. I told them okay. And they made it happen for me, man. Even with her husband being sick, I talked to him this morning. He was like, everything.
And thank you for your prayers, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We got to strengthen each other up in this game that we do, man. This blues game is a lovely game, but you know, like anything else, we got bullshitters and riffraffs over here too. So to stay solid, I always stay solid. I always stay prayed up. Kiss on them babies. Keep that family strong. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the great Miss Cecily Wilborn. Thank you so much. You have a nice night. Thank you.
Thank you. Love y'all.
Love you, Queen. That was Miss Cecily Wilborn, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're going to come back, regular scheduled program. Sunday, we will have the great ultimate double talented audio. Will be in here Sunday. And please don't forget, I'm bringing TK Soul July the 25th for All White Affair. VIP will be premier. It'll be a sit-down dinner and all open bar for my VIP. General admission tickets and tables are still available. Please look on the websites on my page or something and get that information. I thank y'all so much for helping me grow this Southern Soul podcast. And I am Mr. Grown and Sexy DJ Low. Thank y'all so much again, and I appreciate it. God bless. Good night.